right here with the one and only Bubba James. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, Shane D. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. So how you liking Florida so far?
I'm liking Florida. It's definitely a transition. I've met the right people. Scottsdale. Let me tell you, nothing like home. Shout out to you know who you are, but no, like Scottsdale is a lot different from Florida. The heat. Let me tell you, I feel like I'm just gonna melt out here. I thought in Arizona you melt, nah. Like out here you melt, you turn into like a puddle. It's disgusting.
True that. All right, man. So how's the music coming?
The music, it's coming great actually. Like not like for once in my life, but it's like the feedback I was getting early on in my life. It's changed a lot. Like changed into a lot more of a dramatic effect in my own personal life. Like every time someone tells me they really truly enjoy in what I do, they keep influencing me to take that next step. My steps that I've taken just recently has really blown myself and the people I work with away. It's coming out with my first like mixtape album. I don't want people to buy it. I want people to, honest to God, truly understand why I do my music. The first album is a lot different, but it's the music's coming along like I could have never dreamed before it would. Like I only dreamed about the way the adventure was gonna happen, but the adventure is truly actually happening. So it's a great feeling.
That's awesome. Have you been working with other artists?
Yes, actually, I got a few artists I've actually been working with. I just met them recently. At home in Scottsdale, Arizona, and mainly Phoenix. Phoenix is where it's at. The music scene trying to happen. But like Scottsdale is where I'm from. Out in Scottsdale, I got a great artist I'm working with, Marty B out there. But since I've gotten out here to Florida, it's definitely changed. Had my producer come out here about 2 or 3 weeks ago from Scottsdale. His name's WB Fresh. He came out here. Everyone knows him from the first interview. It was pretty cool, and that was a great opportunity at the Refuge. But he came out here and introduced him to the artist I'm working with, La Camira. La Camira is from he's from Puerto Rico. He represents the small island that spreads far throughout the whole nation. But he was raised in Orlando. I'm working with him. He's definitely right now. He's a factor to keep me level-headed with what I'm doing. He's definitely a huge inspiration, as I feel I am for him. And it's definitely nice to see another artist to see eye to eye with you. And I've actually had an opportunity to meet 3 or 4 days ago another artist that I'm gonna start working with pretty soon. Her name's CK Marion. She's definitely different. She feels like she has something to say with the passion, the way she says it, like me. And that's why I'm gonna be working with her for the next couple months and trying to help her with this album. I'm not gonna let anyone know the album name. It's gonna be a sneak peek. Might give you a preview. But she's coming out with this album in the next couple months. It's gonna be awesome. So I've been working with a few, and we got another artist, Reese. We're working with him for a few songs, and trying to definitely spread out. I got artists everywhere, but right now the main artist I'm really focused on personally with who I am as an artist and trying to make great music for the people I love. It would be Marty B, La Camira, WB Fresh, and Miss CK Marion, Reese. But I've met a lot of people out here so far. It's great. A lot of artists I'm working with. Just yeah.
So any new projects with these collaborations in mind?
Yeah, the new projects I got. Bubba Fresh is coming out. It's actually coming out in a few days. But right now, after that project, after we drop it out in April, we're going to move on with La Camira's mixtape album. It's all going to be original. That's all we stick with. Original, the influence with anything that we do, helps us build our music. But, we keep it 100% original through our art and our craft and with our network and the people that we've connected with. But we're working with that album. Hopefully, next couple months, maybe before, after CK Marion's, and same with hers, maybe before, after her or his. So we're excited. We got a lot of new projects, and during the summer, hopefully some EDM stuff coming out. I don't want to let people in my life personally with the artist that's coming out within right now, But EDM, definitely trying to put smiles on people's faces, but at the same time while they're dancing, make sure they realize that we're still human at the end of the day. You need to really love what you do, or work hard at what you want, or go out there and make sure the American dream isn't destroyed, along with now what I think we should transfer into the world dream or the universe dream. Why does it have to be about America? Why can't it be about the universe? So
Awesome, man. So you just mentioned the Bubba Fresh project. What is Bubba Fresh all about?
Bubba Fresh, it's about 5 years of work. We put a lot of great ideas together, a lot of beats, and it's from me and Dougie B. Fresh. We've been working together for about 5 years, and we decided that all of our work, best work from the past 5 years, we were going to put it into an album that we want to put out as a mixtape, because we feel like, yeah, you need to have a resume, you need a portfolio, but at the same time, it's like if people really go back and decide to buy an album, they understand that I did this independently, that I did this because I believe that there are still people in this world that really love what they do. It's not about the money, it's about what they were born to do, and eventually hopefully things go right, and you meet the right people and get to the right places. But we want people to respect the music, so that's what we did. We did a storyline. Storyline starts with his tag, fresh tunes. Yep. So we start the album like that, and then we move on. We go from that to our first 3 songs we ever made. We got Rad, I Need My Weed, and Some Shit. And Some Shit was our baby, and it was my very first freestyle on a track that was original, made by someone that I was going to work with for my future goal. And that's why it's my baby. I don't care what anyone has to say about it. It's me learning who I was as an artist and trying to portray it as a freestyle. So next thing we came up with Rad and I Need My Weed, and INMW is what I should call it. But those were breakthroughs for us. We knew we actually had to do this because we had people that knew us pretty well, but listen to our music, listen to us freestyle, listen to us go around and tell people who we were and what we were going to become, and they listened to the song and they enjoyed it. It put a smile on their faces. So we moved from that, we got more serious, and the album goes through obstacles we overcome, to people in my own personal life, family, to someone that destroyed my own personal heart, which hopefully she becomes one of the greatest women to ever live and walk this planet Earth. But she influenced a couple songs for me, and made me a better person through me as an artist, and moved on to finally end Pookie, and finally end what I stood for all those years ago, and finally let people know that the child is not dead, but he has turned into a man, and that's now Bubba James. So I started from THC to Bubba James, and I told people in the last interview at the Refuge that was my main thing, being THC first, then Bubba James. And now that THC has grown up into a man, it's now Bubba James, and now it's history. So.
Awesome. So what do you plan on accomplishing with your music?
What I plan on accomplishing is hopefully reaching the people that deserve it the most and need it the most. Right now, I'm in the talks with hopefully the right people, maybe agents, maybe lawyers, maybe whatever the case may be, to get me to the point I need to get to. But right now, I got asked by someone I'm working with, how much money would you like to be making off of this? And I said, if I am able to put food on my table, put gas in my car to drive to the next place to do what I love to do, and I've made it, and that's enough money for me for the rest of my life. So right now, that's what I'm focused on. That's what my music is going to be all about. That's what I'm going to accomplish. I'm going to accomplish to make sure people understand that I'm going to preach the right things that are in my heart, that I feel that people need to hear, but I'm going to do it the right way, in the respectable way, in the morally, right way. So, it's like, I hope when I get to that point, people don't need to look at me and be jealous. They look at me and they love me for who I became as an artist when the child decided to grow up as Bubba James.
That's admirable, man.
Thank you.
So following up from your last interview at the Refuge, would you say that you're on track for your 10-year goal?
Oh yeah. No, I feel like it's more unreal thinking that I could have never gotten to where I'm at right now. I think if I look back and say, man, I don't know how I'm going to do it, I probably would have slapped myself in the face, because right now I just finished having a conversation with someone not too long ago saying how, we need to start looking at the adventure and look about how we're like Goonies, how we're Indiana Jones, how this is exciting, how we're falling in love with something in history. Indiana Jones fell in love with history. Goonies fell in love with the mystery, you know? I'm in it for the mystery, the love, to enjoy what this is about to become. So, you know, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I'm on the right track. I feel like everyone that's working with me knows I'm on the right track, and that's why they're on track with me. Right now I'm a train, and I'm not waiting for a caboose to tag me along. So, you know, I say it a lot to people. You know, if this is where I'm headed, that's where I need to be. You know, that's where I need to go. You know, and no one's gonna keep up. You know what I mean? And so that's the thing right now. You know, I feel like I am going the right place, right direction.
You have an incredible spirit and energy. I just want you to know that. So, tell the people, the fans, the new fans, the newcomers, and those who already know about you, where they can stay in contact with you, or where they can always keep in touch with Bubba James himself.
So, thank you. You joined Bubba James at thefestivlog.com, the FESTIVLOG.com. Yeah, please join in with us, guys, next time. And get at me, facebook.com/thebubbajames. Anything to do with the @ symbol at the Bubba James. And SoundCloud, put me in the search bar. Just get at me with the / the Bubba James. THA, don't forget it. Thank you for tuning in.